Calling all lady bosses, an upcoming wellness lab will focus on making sure lady bosses have the time and tools to reach better balance of mind, body, and spiritual wellness. And we're excited today to have Sadie Rudolph here and a couple of the Lady Boss instructors from this upcoming event here as well. So everyone, thank you for coming in. I feel like we got a lot of strong ladies here on set and I love it. So Sadie, can you start with just talking a little bit about who Lady Boss is as a group?
Well, we are focused on empowering women throughout the Midwest. Historically, there are women's organizations across the United States, but there really aren't any in the Midwest. So we are focused on helping women grow professionally and personally.
Talk about this wellness lab, what that is going to be all about, and really who should go to this.
Yes, well, labs are something that, it's programming that Lady Boss offers that are a little bit different. We started offering them when COVID happened so that we could go virtual, but then after our annual Lady Boss Summit, we found out people really want that in-person experience again. So we also think that women need help balancing personal and professional development and physical fitness. So we wanted to focus on, especially now with mental health, coming into, the other side of COVID, or hopefully what's the other side of COVID. Now women need mental health and physical fitness more than ever, just because of the world that we live in.
And we have two instructors here. And Mariah, we've had you on, I feel like every time we have you on, we call you a Lady Boss, whether you're doing the Lady Boss Lab or not. And I mentioned in the break, I was like, your title, MPX, fitness owner, professional mixed martial arts fighter, personal trainer, motivational speaker, writer, and so much more, really. So what are you bringing to this wellness lab?
Well, I'm excited. When we talk about mind, we have to win the battle in our mind before we step foot on the battlefield, is really what it comes down to. So I'll be talking about situational awareness, the importance of that, not just from a self-defense perspective, but establishing healthy boundaries. We all struggle with the fact of saying no without feeling guilty about it. But then too, define the fight. Let's talk about the mindset. Let's talk about those different components that you can do on a daily basis to help uplift your own life. I think so much in life we want other people to help us. We want to extend our hands out and look for hope. But the reality is we have to take our own hand and provide hope to ourselves by doing the work.
I love that. And is it Seri?
Seri.
Seri. I knew I was going to forget that in between. I'm sorry. So let's talk a little bit what you will be talking about, because you're a certified hypnotherapist, meditation trainer, spiritual coach. You're bringing a little something different than Mariah.
Right, yeah. So I'm going to be talking about intuition, and our intuition is still a bit of a mystery, right? Which makes the topic so fascinating. But there's really a spiritual perspective on that it really is you're connecting up to the higher mind, right? But there's also a scientific type of perspective to it, and that really is that you're tapping into your deeper subconscious. And as a hypnotherapist, I work a lot with that. And so in the session, the Lady Boss Lab, we're going to be talking about our intuition, talking about how to tap into that, because when we're in a really high stress environment and we're in a high beta brainwave state where we're stressed out, it's really difficult for us to tap into that. And so I'm going to just kind of teach some mindfulness tools, and we're actually going to do a meditation in the session and really support people in tapping into that space so they can trust themselves more in the information they're receiving.
Mariah, that's a lot of the same things that you preach as well. I feel like we just talk of physical primarily with you, but I feel like, I know I visited with you, this is something that all women can really benefit from. Let's talk a little bit about who you think should go to this, because sometimes people think, well, I'm not a lady boss, I'm not strong enough to be calling myself a lady boss. Who can really benefit from this lab?
I'd like to chime in on that, like where you stated, I'm not strong enough. Well, the reality is that's why you should go to the seminar, is if you're second guessing your strength, that's why it's really important for you to tap into that. We all have internal strength, but again, we look at the different things that are going on in life, the overstimulation, when we really have to start looking inward. And with Seri and I doing, instructing both of the different things, we call each other like the water and the fire, because the reality is it's going internal, but we also have to have a little fire in the belly to make sure that we're stepping forward in life. So that's really what it comes down to, is it doesn't matter where you're at in life. You can always improve. When we settle, that's when we stop our personal growth.
I love that. And this is a great time. It's a couple hours. It's coming up October 29th. That's a Monday. Take a couple hours for yourself. I feel like women, you mentioned, we're giving, taking care of everybody. It's time with the world that we're in and the stress that we're dealing with and anxiety. This is time for yourself that will really be so valuable. Sadie, can you kind of tell us when is it happening, where, how can you get signed up?
Yes, it's on October 29th. It's from 9 a.m. to noon. You can go to ladybossmidwest.com and sign up. We encourage you to go out to Ladyboss's Facebook page and check out, some of the details. We encourage you can sign up if you can't be there in person. It's going to be at Fit Elements, and if you can't be there in person, you can still go virtual. If you can't attend that day, we're going to send out a clip or the recording afterwards. So I encourage you to register. The VIP in-person tickets are $100, and then to register virtually is $50. And we want to see everybody there. We want to see stay-at-home moms there. We want to see people who are working take that morning off. We encourage employers to encourage their staff to attend because, you can't be good at your job if you're not, good in your personal life too. So
it's a great point. All right, Lady Bosses, all three of you and all of you at home, we'll put more information on the Wellness Lab up on our North Dakota Today Facebook page. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Lisa.
We'll be right back after this break.